Myself, Shambhavi Priya, standing before you. Environment. As you can see, the big title names environment. This is our first ever session I have done, that is social science, and we are gonna learn about geography, environment. This is part 1. Okay, there are part 1, part 2, part 3. So please go and see there. So let's talk about what is environment. Okay, let's take a brief overview before starting this session, right? So what we are going to learn today is what is environment, the brief definition or the easiest definition, what is environment. The second thing we are going to learn about is the components of the environment, and the third thing we will learn is the biotic and abiotic environment, or the components that comes under the natural environment. There are 3 components of natural environment, that is natural environment, human made environment and the human environment. Okay, and in natural human environment we consist of biotic and abiotic component, and after that we will learn about what are these interactions and how these interactions is taken place with this biotic and abiotic component. And I will try to cover this much in this session, and if possible I will give you a hint of what is the ecosystem. Okay, so let's start today's session. So I hope you got the overview of this lesson. Okay, so let's start this session. Yeah. Well, as I told you, we will learn about what is environment, the brief definition of the environment. So I came up here with this simple definition of environment, that is the surrounding or conditions in which a person, an animal or plants lives or operate. Okay, the surrounding or condition. We are getting this word, the surrounding and the conditions. Surrounding and conditions is nothing but only the environment. There is no much difference between the surrounding and the conditions and environment. Okay, there is not much difference. Okay, so what is the environment's truly definition is the surrounding or condition in which a person and animals or plants live or operate. And yeah, I want to tell you that this is my first ever video, so please support me. Okay, so as I told about what is environment. Okay, so let's take a back. The surrounding or the conditions in which a person, animals or plants lives or operate is nothing but your environment. It includes the factories, the roads, the living room you have in your room, okay, where you are sitting and watching me this video. This can also be the part of your environment. You are the part of environment, and if you are watching me, then that is also I am your part of your environment. Okay, so anything that surrounds the surrounding, I'm saying anything means anything, and it can be anything. You, my laptop, my computer, my mobile, my mouse, anything can be your part of your environment. Anything that surrounds your surrounding is nothing but your environment. Okay, let's go to the next. Yes, so as I talked about environment, so let's talk about what are the components of the environment. Now you will ask why there are components of the environment. Yes, I'm there for answering that question. To answer all the question, I am here. Okay, I'm your personal tutor myself. I introduced myself. Okay, so to learn about the environment, to learn environment in deeply, to know about the earth. Okay, to know about the geography, to know about the earth, environment topic is there with us. Okay, every topic in the geography is very important to learn to study the earth. Okay, and studying our own planet is very interesting. This is very important and this is very useful for us, right? So that is nothing. To study the environment, we need to like I will give you example. To learn anything, we just divide it and read it. So like this also, environment have divisions that helps us to read easily and understand it very easily, right? So let's talk about what are the components of the environment. One of the components of the environment are your natural environment, the human environment and the human environment. Now you will say that I didn't included human environment in this. Don't worry about it. It is there in the next slide. So I will show you that in particularly. Let me show that one to get clearly that it is there. Okay, you can see that human environment, so no worry about it, it is there. Okay, so let's talk about natural environment and the human made environment. What are the natural environment and what are the human made environment? Okay. Okay, so what are natural environment? Anything that is consisted of natural or the nature is called a natural environment. You got the hint when I told the natural environment. It is, you will say that yeah, it is natural environment, so it really consists of nature, right? Nature, natural, the same, the synonyms, right? So anything that is consisted of the nature is nothing but your natural environment. Okay, yes. And what are the human made environment? Anything that is consisted by the human is called the human made environment. Breathe calmly. There is lot of text here, but there is pictures too. We'll understand with the pictures, right? So you can see here is a waterfall right over there. Okay, here's a big waterfall. The everything is natural here, right? You see the means the Mowgli movie. Everything was natural there, right? That is an example of the natural environment. And when we go with the Amazon forest, we will see that there are a lot of trees, rivers, waterfalls, even lakes, ponds. There ever the greenery. Okay, that is consisted by the nature and that is known as the natural environment. We will classify natural environment into two types, which is the biotic and abiotic components. We will learn it about, but calm down. We are going to learn about now only itself what is the components of the environment. Okay, so what is natural environment? Anything that is consist of the nature is called your natural environment. And yeah, I'm very sorry to say that if any mistake happens to my I'm the first ever session, so anything mistake happens, so I'm very sorry for that. Okay, so let's talk about human made environment. Anything that is consist by the human is called the human made environment. That consisted the factories, the monuments, mountains are the natural environment. Sorry, the playground is even your man-made, human-made environment. Even your schools, your chemistry lab in your schools. Okay, that is nothing but the human-made environment, right? So let's talk about what are the differences between the human-made environment and the human environment. Okay, so let's talk about these examples of this natural environment and the human-made environment. This tree, can see here, these trees, these lakes, these seas and oceans. Okay, these three of them. Okay, these three of them concludes in the natural environment, right? Yeah. Okay, so what is human made environment? We have your monuments, factories, playground that I have made it, right, with my own hands. It doesn't build it up naturally, right? Natural things, it build it up naturally. But in human made environment, you had made, the humans had made it, right? So got the link between human made environment and the natural environment. Yes, I can read your mind. Yeah. Let's go to the next. Same transitions are there. Okay. So what is human environment basically? Okay, I had told you about what are the natural environment and the human made environment. Okay, one of the components of the environment. These are also one of the components of the environment, and the human environment is one of the main components of the. Although the three are very main. Okay, so what is the human environment? Okay, what is human environment? Human environment जो होते हैं ना वो देख नहीं सकते हैं, हम देख नहीं सकते हैं. Okay. We just fill it right over here. We can see the family over right. My family. See here. Sorry, the spelling is wrong here. I can conclude A. Okay, family. Okay. So, how we can see it? It is how constructed. This is the constructed relationship that we have. Right? I had constructed, you had constructed. Like I will say, let us assure that I am your sister while you are my brother. Or you can be my sister, it's anything. Okay? Let's suppose this example, right? So this is what the constructed relationship, what we have into both of us, right? So you got it? What is human made environment and what is human environment? I will confuse. Okay, you will, but just take a hint about it. Okay, so human environment we can't see. Yes, we can see our family, our society, our community. we can see it's wrong point that we can't say that we can't see. We can see our family, we can see our society, we can see our community. But religions, the education, that's the thing of the point, right? And the constructed relationship is the main point that we have in the human environment, right? Okay, so you got it. The examples of the human environment are your religion, okay, the religion, the education, the polity, and the economics that we had invented, okay. The education, the God doesn't came and say that you will study, the education would be provided to you, the polity will be provided to you, the economics, the society will be provided to you. No, it's nothing like that. We had made our own family, we had made our own society, community, education, polity, and economics, and also the religions, okay. Humans only had made the religions and all, okay. Let's go to the next. I hope you got it. Okay, so after learning what is human environment and what is human made environment, we comes under the biotic and abiotic component, okay. Natural environment, as I told, environment consisted of three things, which are the natural environment, human made environment, and the human environment, right? So let's talk about the natural environment. I had talked about natural environment over there. But let's take up a suppose natural environment example. It consisted of two things in natural environment. First is biotic and second is your abiotic. Okay, biotic and abiotic. So what is biotic component? Biotic component sustains life. Sustains life. What is sustaining life? What is life? Biotic component sustains life. This is the easiest definition you will get, okay. These are the living beings that we have in the nature, like trees, animals, birds, that are the part of the natural environment. As same as a biotic component, these are sustaining life, means it's clearly that it is a living being, right? Characteristics of living beings is one of that it sustains life. If it doesn't sustain life, these are non-living beings, right? So it is clear that biotic component are living beings, while the abiotic component doesn't sustain life. That's why these are not living beings. In short, these are non-living beings, right? Now we will talk about the examples of biotic component, which includes trees, animals, birds, etc. While we will talk about the abiotic component, we have air, water, sand, etc. Okay. So I hope it's clear for you that what is biotic and abiotic component. Okay. So let's move to the next. So I hope that you are getting my thing, the point of view I am telling you. Okay. Yeah, as I told you about, we will learn some hint about interactions. Okay, what are the interactions? How interactions are taken place in the biotic and abiotic component, and we will take a small hint about what is an ecosystem, right? Are you ready? Yes? So let's talk about what is the interactions we have. Factors like solar energy, water, temperature, humidity, atmospheric gases, soil factors, living things, etc. interact and create a dynamic equilibrium maintaining the biosphere. To maintain the biosphere, interactions are very important, okay. As we humans are dependent with the plants, many animals are also there which are dependent on the plants, right? So the factors like solar energy, water, temperature, humidity, these are etc. From these factors only, the interactions that we are getting dependent on each other, right? Animals are getting dependent on plants, and that animals are dependent on these animals, right? So because of these factors only, these are dependent on each other. If these factors are not there, we can ensure that the life would not sustain on life on the earth, okay. So the factors like solar energy, water, temperature, humidity, atmospheric gases, soil factors, living things, these are very main for the interaction to be occurred, okay. Interactions are nothing but depending on each other, okay. What are the interactions? Depending on each other is your interactions, okay. Let's have the simple definition, okay. So this these are dependent and create a dynamic equilibrium. We will learn about what is a dynamic equilibrium, but it's a huge word for you. So let me ensure that these are dependent on each other, okay. This creates a dynamic equilibrium. It's nothing but these are interacting with each other, and the life is sustaining on the earth. Okay, if they doesn't sustain on the life, okay, if they never interact with each other, the biosphere, the earth would be not sustaining life. Okay, if the earth is also known as a bio, right, biosphere, you know, comprising of lithosphere, hydrosphere and the atmosphere. We have our biosphere. We had learned in 6th standard, right? If you doesn't know it, I will teach you in much further, but just ensure that what is the interactions that because of these factors like solar energy, water temperature, etc., these interactions are taken place. If these factors will be not there, the interaction would not taken place, right? And if this taken place, like they are interacting with each other in continuous way, right? So this creates a dynamic equilibrium, and this helps to maintain our biosphere. Forget this word, what is this dynamic equilibrium? Okay, just forget this word, what is dynamic equilibrium. Just ensure that it doesn't create anything. It creates, but that the thing that you have the higher grades. Okay, when you will get the higher grades, you will learn about what about the equilibrium, what is like dynamic equilibrium, and how it creating. Okay, how energy flows to the ecosystem. These are nothing but we will learn about in higher grades. We are in 7th standard, so we should be happy with that we have. Okay, so what we learn about that living things, etc., are the factors that taken place over and interact with each other, and this helps to maintain the biosphere. Don't think more about it, that what it creates. Now I know that I had confused you a lot about the dynamic equilibrium, so I'm very, very sorry about it. Okay, just ensure that it is maintaining the biosphere. Okay, so let's go to the next. I hope you got it, what the interactions means. Okay, yeah, so I told you about what is the interactions. Okay, let's take about the example of the biotic and abiotic component. It is the example of children, biotic and abiotic component, right? Okay, so let's take example. There is a beautiful flower you can see in the screen, right? This is a beautiful plant and the beautiful flower that we have. Okay, and this is the cute deer we have in here. This is also a main character of our story. Okay, so plant receives nutrients and water from soil, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and energy from the sunlight. These are nothing but these are very important to sustain life for the plants, right? Very good. So these are the characteristics. Okay, so plant receives nutrients and water from soil, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, and the energy from the sunlight. This ever you know what is. Okay, deer eats that flower and consumes that energy. This cute flower, deers eat that flower to consume energy. Okay, to sustain life he needs to consume energy, right? Why he needs to consume energy? To sustain life, and everyone wants their life. Their very life is very precious. Okay, so this deer, to sustain life, he eats that flower and consumes energy. Okay, got it? He eats that flower and consumes energy. Got it? Got my thing? It's very simple to say that deer, वो जो deer था वो flower को खाता है और जो energy रहता है वो contain करता है, consume करता है. क्यों consume करता है? Life, जीवन को लेने के लिए, ठीक है, जीवन बचाने के लिए खाना पड़ता है, तो खाना ले लिया, energy आ गई और वो अपना ज़िंदगी जीने लगा. ठीक है, डियर लिव्स अ हैप्पी लाइफ. अगर डियर लिव्स अ हैप्पी लाइफ अगर होता भी नहीं, अगर वो बहुत अनलकी हुआ तो शेर खा भी सकता है उसको. ठीक है, लेकिन मैंने वो एग्जाम्पल नहीं लिया उतना. ठीक है, पॉजिटिव. ओके, सो डियर लिव्स अ हैप्पी लाइफ, यू नो इट. सो अब हैप्पी लाइफ अगर उसकी अनलकी होगा तो शेर भी खा सकता है उसको, है ना. तो जब शेर खा सकता है तो भी सेम स्टोरी होगी इसकी. जब शेर खाएगा तो शेर भी मरेगा, डियर खाया तो डियर को भी तो मरना पड़ेगा ना. स्टोरी सेम ही है. थोड़ा अगर आपको अपने स्टोरी में कुछ कनेक्ट करना है तो आपको शेर को यहाँ पे कैरेक्टर दिखा सकते हो, लेकिन मैंने यहाँ पे सोचा कि मैं दो ही को दिखाऊँ, इसलिए मैंने दो ही दिखाया है. ठीक है, सो डियर लिव्स अ हैप्पी लाइफ, राइट. ही इज नो टेंशन ऑफ वरिंग एनीथिंग. ओके, यस, the lion is there for eating him, but he's just ensuring that he's enjoying the day he's getting to leave. Okay, however, everyone will get one time old. So this deer also grows old and at last he dies. It's very sad to say, but yeah, everyone needs to die. We will also die one time. Yeah. So and at last he dies. The deer dies. Okay. So what happened? Let's go to the scientific world. Don't get into the emotional world. Okay. So At last, when he dies, so by the help of the bacteria, the deer's body get decomposed. Okay, these are the skeleton of the deer after he died. Okay, so by the help of the bacteria, the deer's body get decomposed. It's easy to say bacteria is like this only. Okay, because of the bacteria, the deer's body get decomposed. Now, what is decomposed? The energy that deer consumed while eating that flower is the same when he died. Okay, when the bacteria consumes energy by decomposing the deer's body, so that nutrients which we get from the flower means settled in that soil, and as usual the forest area would be that it usually rain occurs usually that time. So as usual there rain occurs, and that I had told you about the nutrients in the soil, remember? So nutrients in the soil plus water or the plus rain mixes up and the birth of a new life begins. I was going to give the same flower here, but yeah, yeah, you can understand. Okay, you are intelligent. So as like this, and the birth of new life begins. Here's the question, that how the birth of a new life begins, that the nutrients in the soil, because of that decompositions of that deer's body, plus the water that rain occurred, plus when we will add it to that, when we will sum that, we will get the birth of a new life will be there. Okay, so you got the hint about these interactions, and let's talk about the hint about ecosystem. Yes, we are not going to learn about ecosystem today, but let me take you up a hint. What is the ecosystem? Okay, yes, I don't think that you can see that some text in downward there, but nothing. I will just explain you easily, because we are not going to learn about now. It is just a small hint that I am giving you. Okay, so what is the ecosystem? Is that ecosystem is a system formed by the interactions of living beings with all biotic and abiotic component of the environment, along with the transfer of energy and the material system. Okay, you got it. What is an ecosystem? Okay, let me take example. That was the same deer. The same deer that ate the flower. Okay, the forest in which we found the flower and the deer is a part of an ecosystem. Okay, an ecosystem is a system formed by the they are in the constant interactions of living beings, whether it is a biotic, abiotic, or the biotic bite. Okay, so what I am trying to say, that an ecosystem is a system formed by the interactions, then constant interactions between the living beings with all biotic and abiotic component of the environment, along with the transfer of energy and material system. This how the energy is transferred and the material system we will learn in the next part. Okay, but for now let me just tell you about what is the ecosystem. Okay, so the forest in which we found the flower and the deer is a part of ecosystem. Okay, there are two type of ecosystem: terrestrial ecosystem and the aquatic ecosystem. Okay, so the deer, that is a terrestrial means land. Okay, this terrestrial I am underlining it, that terrestrial means land. What terrestrial means? Terrestrial means land. So the forest is a land. Okay, so the forest is a forest in which we found the flower and deer is a part of our ecosystem, because that the ecosystem, because they are in constant interaction, because flower and the deer, he ate the flower, he died, then the rain occurs, then a birth of a new life begins. That is an interaction, the example of interaction. Okay, and as that interaction took place, so this type of ecosystem, okay, as the interaction taken place, it forms the ecosystem, and the deer and the flower was a part of our ecosystem. And I told you about there are two types of ecosystem. First is terrestrial ecosystem, and second is aquatic ecosystem. Terrestrial means nothing but the land. In simple, terrestrial is land. Okay, and while the aquatic means the water or the underwater. Okay, let me take you up your hint. Like a forest in which we found a flower and deer, as we know that the part of an ecosystem. Can you imagine that in water also this interaction can take place? Yes, like this in water also, in aquatic plants also have their own interactions. Okay, similarly as in land interactions, in ocean seas also took place in, and the same process happens in both terms. Okay, in terrestrial ecosystem also, in aquatic ecosystem also, both terms taken place, the same process happens in the both terms. In the second ecosystem also, let me take up you the story about the fish. The fish eats that plant. You can see that he's saying that I will eat you. So that the fish is eating that plant. Okay, to what? Why is eating the plant? To consume the energy. Why it is consuming the energy? To sustain life on the earth. Everyone loves their life. So to sustain life, the fish consumes energy by eating that plant. Okay, as he eats the plant, maybe the fish can be eaten by the other animals, but let's suppose that the fish gets older and older and older, and at last she dies. The fish dies, and after she dies, the nutrients she consumed from the plant, okay, the nutrients that she consumed from that plant, plus as the rain occurs, plus that water mixes up and forms the life. The new life begins. Okay, maybe the new plant is born out there. Okay, so you got what is the ecosystem. So we will learn tomorrow about in the next session we will learn about how the energy is transferred in the ecosystem. We will learn about ecosystem in a deep manner. What is an ecosystem, what is the useful of the ecosystem, why the ecosystem is much important in the society. Okay, and also if possible I will try to cover about the human means how the human environment modifies the environment. These are many clues. Okay, so thank you for watching. अरे हो रहा है
एक ही वीडियो आया ना तो उस समय से